Hospitals are places of healing, but what happens when they are left behind? Abandoned, forgotten by time, and taken over by a silence that seems to hide dark secrets. Today, we're going to explore some of the most haunted, abandoned hospitals in the world, where history and mystery come together in a scene of pure terror. We're talking about places where the veil between our world and the other side is thin, where the echoes of suffering still resonate in the walls. Get ready, because the stories we're about to uncover will chill you to the bone. In the heartland of America, nestled in the rolling hills of Kentucky, stands Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Now, this place, it's more than just decaying brick and mortar. It's soaked in sorrow, stained with the energy of thousands of souls who perished within its walls. You see, Waverly was once a beacon of hope, a place where tuberculosis patients were promised treatment. But the disease, it was a ruthless beast back then, and for many, Waverly became their final stop. The air inside Waverly is thick with it, this oppressive weight of despair. You can feel it in your chest, a crushing sensation that something isn't right. They say the spirits of patients still linger, clinging to the remnants of their pain. And then there's the tunnel, the infamous death tunnel. Used to discreetly move the bodies of the deceased, it's a subterranean passage that whispers with the anguish of countless souls. I've been down in that tunnel, and let me tell you, the air is stagnant, heavy. It feels like the walls are closing in, suffocating you with the sheer volume of sorrow trapped within. EVPs, shadow figures, cold spots, it's all there in that tunnel. It's a portal to another realm, and trust me, you don't want to be caught on the other side. Some say you can still hear the echoes of their final moments, the rasping breaths, the cries for mercy. I've heard them. Faint whispers in the darkness, sending chills down my spine. Waverly Hills is a place where death lingers, where the veil is thin and the stories are as real as the goosebumps on your arms. We cross the Atlantic now, heading to a place steeped in history and shrouded in darkness. The Belitz-Heilstatten Hospital complex in Germany. Picture this. Sprawling buildings, once state-of-the-art, now crumbling under the weight of their past. This was no ordinary hospital, it was a city within itself, a place where the lines between healing and horror blurred. Belitz saw it all, from the horrors of World War I to the chilling efficiency of the Nazi regime. Even Adolf Hitler himself was treated within these walls. The energy here is palpable, a chilling mix of suffering and something more sinister, something that clings to the shadows. The stories from Belitz will send chills down your spine. Nurses tell of phantom footsteps echoing down empty corridors, of disembodied voices whispering from abandoned operating rooms. There's a heaviness here, a sense that the past is never truly gone. I've walked these halls, felt the icy breath of something unseen on the back of my neck. The energy is undeniable, a swirling vortex of fear and despair. You can feel the weight of history pressing down on you, the echoes of screams and moans lingering in the air. Some say the spirits of wounded soldiers still roam the grounds, searching for peace they never found in life. Others whisper of darker entities drawn to the residual energy of pain and suffering. Belitz-Heilstatten is a place frozen in time, a chilling reminder of the horrors humanity can inflict and the unseen forces that linger long after the dust settles. Our next stop takes us to England, to the eerie grounds of the Cambridge Military Hospital in Aldershot. This place once bustled with the activity of soldiers seeking treatment, their bodies broken, but their spirits unbroken. Now it stands silent, a shell of its former self, haunted by the memories of those who never truly left. The silence here is deafening, broken only by the creaking of floorboards and the whistling wind through shattered windows. It's as if the very walls are holding their breath, afraid to release the tormented souls trapped within. People have reported seeing apparitions of wounded soldiers, their uniforms stained with blood, their eyes filled with a 1,000-yard stare. They say you can hear the clatter of medical instruments, the moans of the injured, as if time has stood still within these walls. I've experienced it firsthand, the bone-chilling feeling of being watched, of being followed by unseen eyes. The air grows heavy, the temperature drops, and you know you're not alone. There's a presence here, something ancient and mournful, clinging to the remnants of its former life. Some believe these are the spirits of soldiers who died within these walls, unable to find peace, their souls forever bound to the place of their suffering. The Cambridge Military Hospital is a stark reminder that war leaves scars, not just on the land and the living, but on the very fabric of reality. The spirits here are not malicious, but lost, searching for a way out of the darkness, a way to finally rest. Chapter 4, Volterra, Whispers from the Asylum. We journey now to Italy, to a place where the very air is heavy with despair, the Ospedale Psichiatrico di Volterra. This former psychiatric hospital is not for the faint of heart. This isn't just a haunted location, it's a monument to man's inhumanity to man. The stories that seep from these cracked walls are not for the faint of heart. This was a place where the troubled went not to heal, but to be forgotten, subjected to treatments that bordered on torture. You can feel it the moment you step onto the grounds, a wave of despair, of anguish so potent it makes your stomach churn. The air is thick with the stench of disinfectant and something else, something metallic and unsettling. They say the screams of the patients still echo through the empty corridors, their torment etched into the very fabric of the building. I've heard them, those tortured cries, echoing in the dead of night. It's enough to make your blood run cold, to make you question your own sanity. The energy here is palpable, a swirling vortex of negative emotions that clings to you like cobwebs. Some whisper of a doctor, a malevolent presence who still roams the halls, performing his twisted experiments on the unsuspecting. Others speak of shadowy figures, darting between rooms, their eyes glowing with an unholy light. The Ospedale Psichiatrico di Volterra is a place where madness reigns, where the veil between our world and the next is paper thin. It's a stark reminder of the darkness that can reside within the human heart and the enduring power of suffering. Linda Vista, Hollywood's horror hospital. Los Angeles holds its own share of darkness. Nestled among palm trees is the Linda Vista Community Hospital, where reality and Hollywood horror collide. This abandoned hospital is a favorite haunt of filmmakers, its eerie corridors perfect for horror films. But what they capture is just a glimpse of the true terror within these walls. Once a place of healing, it became a magnet for tragedy and despair. Patients see shadowy figures, nurses hear whispers from empty corridors. There's a palpable sense of dread, a feeling that something sinister is always watching. An oppressive energy feeds off the fear of those who enter. Some say it's the spirits of those who died here, their souls unable to find peace. Others whisper of darker forces drawn to the residual suffering. Linda Vista is a place where the veil is thin, where darkness waits to claim another soul. Chapter 6, Santa Maria della Pieta, the agony of the abandoned. Our final destination takes us to Rome, where the Ospedale di Santa Maria della Pieta stands as a haunting reminder of a bygone era. This abandoned psychiatric hospital is a repository of human suffering, where countless souls languished in the shadows. Imagine the weight of centuries of despair echoing through the corridors. Founded in the 16th century, it witnessed the darkest chapters of psychiatric care. Treatments were often more barbaric than the illnesses they sought to cure. The air is thick with the energy of the lost and forgotten, Their tormented whispers cling to the peeling paint and rusted bars. I felt it myself, that overwhelming sense of sadness, despair so profound it takes your breath away. It's in the cold spots that cling to certain rooms, in the disembodied voices that whisper from the shadows. Some say the spirits of former patients still roam these halls, their minds trapped in the throes of madness, their souls forever bound to the place of their torment. Others speak of a darker presence, a malevolent entity that feeds off the negative energy. The Ospedale di Santa Maria della Pieta is a stark reminder that some wounds never truly heal. The echoes of suffering can linger long after the flesh is decayed. It's a place where the veil between life and death is gossamer thin, where the past bleeds into the present and where the darkness whispers your name. These abandoned hospitals are much more than just buildings left behind by time. They are silent witnesses to tragic stories and dark mysteries where fear seems to be ingrained in the walls. The energy within these places is undeniable, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the human spirit, both in life and in death. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more terrifying places, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And remember, some places never let you leave.